T1 MRI, my fats will be bright and all my watery stuff will be dark. Where are fats? If I take an MRI of the skull in the brain, where are the fats? Fats are present in the diploic space for marrow, in the marrow of the diploic space of the skull bones. In other words, the bones which have the fat will appear bright, not because of the bone but because of the fat. Bones are dark, and everything else, that is the CSF and all that, that will be dark. How will the image be? We will have bright bones, and dark CSF. If we try to see T2 MRI, there the fats are dark, but the watery parts are very bright. So the bones and all will be a bit on the darker side. Water will be very bright. So obviously this one is used to study anatomy, and obviously this one is used to study pathology, especially edema. So my T1 is for anat and my T2 is for patho. But obviously in the T2, if there is edema, that will be appearing bright. But there is another thing which has water and will appear bright, that is CSF. So if I have a T2 image and I have something like this, I don't know whether this is edema or whether this is simply a normal CSF. Sometimes to differentiate them, we need to modify this T2 image and attenuate these CSF signals. This is a fluid, no? Cerebrospinal fluid. This cerebrospinal fluid FL, this cerebrospinal fluid signal is attenuated. So if after attenuation I see that this whole thing disappears, I will be confirmed in the back of my mind that okay, this collection which was present before was CSF and nothing else. But if after attenuating this CSF signal I still have that water, that is bound to be edema and it is pathologic. So this cerebrospinal fluid or the fluid FL, if I attenuate or A it and use an inverse resonance, I will get a FLAIR, fluid attenuated inverse resonance, or Flair. So T1 is used to view the anatomy, yes. T2 is used to know the pathology, but it can show both CSF as well as edema. To properly see only edema and no CSF, I need a T2 Flair. Similarly, in case of T1 MRI, if I wanna note something inside this, I have to attenuate the fat. There are various processes of fat attenuation, like fat set and all that.